Welcome to College Sport Check Basketball Scoreboard for this Friday, the 13th of January 2017 here at College Sport Check, CommunityRadioLA.com. Click the College Sport Check button, Spreaker.com, hashtag sports. Right, so we got the scores from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and so we'll get right into it, starting with Tuesday scores. 29 games on Tuesday. Number 10, West Virginia, they defeat number 1, Baylor, 89-68. Number 2, Kansas defeating Oklahoma, 81-70. Number 3, Villanova over number 15, Xavier, 79-54. Number 6, Kentucky defeats Vanderbilt, 87-81. Number 9, Florida State over number 7, Duke, 88-72. Number 23, Florida over Alabama, 82-67. Number 25, Texas Tech defeating Kansas State, 66-65. Kansas State ranked number 25 right now. Delaware State defeats North Carolina Central, 69-68. Ohio over Buffalo, 74-72. Morgan defeats Florida A&M, 62-59. Virginia Tech over Syracuse, 83-73. Ball State over Miami, Ohio, 85-74. Auburn over Missouri, 77-72. Eastern Michigan over Bowling Green, 81-53. Manhattan over Niagara, 78-69. George Mason defeats St. Joseph, 75-67. Akron over Central Michigan, 89-85. Canisius over Fairfield, 86-72. Western Michigan over Toledo, 90-74. Northern Illinois over Kent State, 74-70 in overtime. Harvard defeats McGill, 70-42. Southeast Missouri State over Tennessee Tech, 83-78. Jacksonville State over Fort Valley State, 81-69. Green Bay over Northern Kentucky, 80-71. DePaul over Providence, 64-63. Maryland over Indiana, 75-72. UNLV defeats New Mexico, 71-66. Mississippi State over Arkansas, 84-78. San Diego State defeats San Jose State, 76-61. 53 games on Wednesday, starting with number 8 Creighton. They defeated number 12 Butler, 75-64. Number 11 North Carolina over Wake Forest, 93-87. Number 14, Louisville over Pittsburgh, 85-80. Number 24, Michigan State defeats number 24, Minnesota, 65-47. East Carolina over Houston, 58-74. VCU over George Washington, 85-55. College Sport Check basketball scoreboard. North Carolina Central defeating Maryland Eastern Shore, 69-52. Winthrop over Presbyterian, 75-52. South Carolina over Tennessee, 70-60. Tulane over South Florida, 82-67. Boston University over American University, 76-66. Richmond over St. Bonaventure, 78-61. Fordham defeats Davidson, 60-54. Maine over Massachusetts Lowell, 73-71. Georgia over Ole Miss, 69-47. Tecumseh State over St. Louis, 73-66. Omaha over IUPUI, 79-71. Marquette over Seton Hall, 89-86 in overtime. Vermont defeats Binghamton, 67-50. Wichita State over Loyola Chicago, 87-75. Lehigh over Bucknell, 82-71. UMBC defeats Hartford, 84-68. Liberty University over High Point, 62-58. Massachusetts over Dayton, 67-55. Colgate defeats Army West Point, 79-76 in overtime. Campbell over Gardner-Webb, 76-60. North Carolina Asheville over Longwood, 89-68. New Hampshire defeating Albany, 75-67. Chattanooga over Citadel, 83-73. Holy Cross over Lafayette, 71-54. The Navy defeating Loyola Maryland, 75-62. Charleston Southern over Radford, 70-64. Stephen F. Austin over Texas A&M CC, 79-46. Illinois State over Southern Illinois, 60-53. North Dakota State over South Dakota, 70-69. Mercer over Samford, 68-65. Tulsa defeats Memphis 81-71. TCU over Texas 64-61. Drake over Indiana State 87-70. Lamar defeating Incarnate Word 87-72. Missouri State over Evansville 55-51. Norfolk State over Savannah State 80-76. Texas A&M over LSU 92-62. Alcorn State over Jackson State 63-50. Iowa State over Oklahoma State 96-86. Boston College, they defeat North Carolina State 74-66. Air Force over Fresno State 81-72. Connecticut over Temple 73-59. Bradley defeats Northern Iowa 72-61. Wyoming over Utah State 95-87. Denver over Western Illinois 84-70. Illinois over Michigan 85-69. And the final one from Wednesday, Cal State Northridge defeating Long Beach State 89-82. And that brings us now for Thursday. 66 games on Thursday, 8 games today on Friday, a couple games underway as we speak. But here are the Thursday scores, starting with a hold on at number 4, UCLA defeating Colorado 104-89. Number 5, Gonzaga defeats Loyola Maryland 93-55. Number 16, Arizona over Arizona State 91-75. Number 17, Iowa defeating number 17, Purdue 83-78. Number 18, Wisconsin defeats Ohio State 89-66. Number 20, Notre Dame defeats Miami, Florida 67-62. Number 21, St. Mary's, California defeats Portland 74-33. Number 22, Cincinnati over SMU 66-64. Utah defeats number 25 USC 86-64. St. Francis, PA defeating Robert Morris 77-57. And then Sacred Heart, they defeat St. Francis of Brooklyn 87-75. Charleston over James Madison 53-51. Mount St. Mary's over Fairleigh Dickinson 77-70. All right, College Sport Check basketball scoreboard. All right, we got Florida Gulf Coast. They defeated Kennesaw State 78-75. North Carolina Wilmington over William and Mary 101-77. Louisiana Tech defeats Charlotte 79-73. North Carolina Greensboro over East Tennessee State 83-79. VMI over Western Colorado 79-78. Ellen over Hofstra 96-80. Old Dominion defeats Southern Miss 54-50. Jacksonville over NJIT 82-81. Northeastern over Drexel 92-75. North Florida defeats South Carolina Upstate 73-65. Belmont over Morehead State 84-78. Georgia Tech over Clemson 75-63. LaSalle defeats Rhode Island 87-75. LIU Brooklyn over Central Connecticut State 60-49. Bryant over Wagner 77-66. Tennessee State defeats Eastern Kentucky 63-49. Towson over Delaware 83-56. Lipscomb over Stetson 94-68. Illinois Chicago over Cleveland State 59-54. Valparaiso over Youngstown State 78-62. Oral Roberts over South Dakota State 94-88. Alabama Birmingham defeats Western Kentucky 72-54. Middle Tennessee over Marshall 69-57. Texas San Antonio over Florida Atlantic 68-63. Some more scores from Thursday. Cal State Bakersfield. They defeat Texas Rio Grande Valley 88-81. Milwaukee over Northern Kentucky 68-58. Murray State over Eastern Illinois 83-72. Central Arkansas defeats Houston Baptist 89-78. Siena over Quinnipiac 81-70. Green Bay over Wright State 78-61. Sacramento State over Southern Utah 88-83. Northwestern State over Nicholls State 86-81. Southeastern Louisiana defeats Abilene Christian 56-50. Sam Houston State defeats New Orleans 70-68. California over Washington 69-59. BYU over San Francisco 85-75. Austin Peay over SIUE 83-81 in overtime. Chicago State over Utah Valley 70-61. Northwestern over Rutgers 69-60. Montana defeating Northern Colorado 89-68. Go Grizzlies. North Dakota over Montana State 90-85. New Mexico State over Grand Canyon 81-69. Weber State defeats Idaho 91-66. And UTEP Gold Miners UTEP defeating Florida International 88-87 in double overtime. Western Washington over Idaho State 92-85. Cal State Fullerton defeats Cal Poly 87-74. UC Irvine over UC Santa Barbara 66-62. Santa Clara over San Diego 59-57. UMKC defeats Seattle 84-68. Pacific over Pepperdine 79-74. UC Riverside over UC Davis 61-55. Stanford over Washington State 84-54. And one game was postponed yesterday. That's Northern Arizona. They were set to take on Portland State. Thank you for tuning in. This is Manny Allegretta from the Skybox Podcast Center. This is College Sport Check Basketball Scoreboard, and have a good weekend.